Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Fun 2. Today we discuss about how to control the welding distortions. Friends, when we do the welding, we have after welding some kind of distortions, and let's see the type of distortion first. First one is the angular distortion. Friends, when you do the welding of two plates, then it will after welding distort, and it will create a angle other than 180 degree, and then it will distort. So this is called angular distortion. when the plate when the two plates are welded together, sometimes it shrinks along the width, and then it calls transverse distortion. Sometimes it forms angle along the length, then it's called bowing distortion. And sometimes it shrinks along the length also, then it's called longitudinal distortion. Friends, we have some factors which affect the distortion, and first one is material properties and condition, heat input, the amount of restraint, the amount of weld metal deposited, and these are the few of the factors which affect the distortion. So friends, how to control the distortions is we can control the distortion by following ways. The use if a different design joint design, then the presenting the joint to be welded so that the metal distortion into the required position, then use of balance welding technique and use of clamp, jigs and fixtures. Friends, we will see one by one this technique. And then this is the first technique, distortion prevention by restraint technique. First one is the use of jigs and fixtures. You can see here we can use such kind of jigs and fixture to hold these two plates, and then we can do the welding along the length. Then we can have also use flexible clamps like this also, and then also we can do some welding, and by this technique we can avoid the distortion. Then distortion prevention by restraint technique means we can use of strong backs with wedges. You can see here we have some kind of wedges here, and we can use strong fully welded strong backs, means this part is welded with these two plates so that we can do the welding in between. Similarly here also we have two parts welded here, and we have used the wedge in between so that we can do the welding along the line. Then we have distortion prevention by fabrication technique. We have tack welding. We have tack weld straight through to end of the joint, and then we can do welding like this: first tack, then second tack, third tack, fourth tack. Similarly we can go up to end, then we can come back again, and you can see here we can come back. So this is called the tack weld one end, then use the backstep technique for tacking the rest of the joint. So you go along the length and come back along the length, then the tack weld the center, and then complete the tack welding by a step technique. That is also one of the technique. Then friends, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Engineering Fun 2. Then we have distortion prevention by fabrication technique, back to back assembly. Here you can see if we are welding two items together, then two plates together, then we need some kind of wedges to be used in between, so that after welding it will have uh, it, it will not have any effect of distortion due to this, and we can hold it together with the clamp in between with wedges, so that after welding if we remove these wedges, automatically it will string together. Then we have distortion prevention by fabrication technique, again with use of stiffeners. Friends, along the length you can weld such kind of stiffeners so that plate doesn't get distorted while welding along the length. So this is the control welding process by deposit the weld metal as quickly as possible and use the least number of runs to fill the joint. Friends, then we have distortion prevention by welding procedures, and you can see here as we discussed earlier, backstep welding and skip welding. So backstep technique we have discussed that we can go along and come back along the length, and back skip welding means you can see here we can skip one step, 1 2 3, and then we can have 4 in between 1 and 2, and 5 in between 2 and 3, and 6 as we skip one step and come back, that is called back skip welding technique. Then we have distortion by mechanical corrective technique. Then use of press to correct the bowing in T-joint. Friends, after welding it gets distorted, then we can use a press to press it so that it becomes a straight, and that is called mechanical corrective technique. And then we have another mechanical technique is localized heating to correct the distortion. Here you can see spot heating for correcting the buckling. Here you can see this is the buckle, and then we have used the heating, localized heating, to have a straight plate. Then we have thermal technique, line heating to correct the angular distortion. You can see here we can have a line heating to distort the fillet weld, distorted fillet weld. Then we have use of wedge shape heating to straighten the plate. You can see here this is the wedge shape which is to be hit so that the plate get the straight. Then we have thermal corrective techniques, wedge shape heating to correct the distortion. You can see here we have wedge shape here at the corner, then standard roll sheet, buckle edge of the plate, and box fabrication. Here we have some guidelines that length of the wedge should be equal to 2/3 of the plate width, and the width of the wedge is equal to 1/6 of its length. This is approximate. And then we have distortion, the thermal corrective techniques. Use spot heating to remove the buckling in thin sheet structures. Other than in the spot heating of the thin panels, use wedge shape heating technique that we have already discussed earlier. Then use line heating to correct the angular distortion, that also we have seen in earlier slide. Restrict the area of heating to avoid the over shrinking of the component. Limit the temperature to 60 degree to 650 degree centigrade in steel to prevent the metallurgical damage. In wedge heating, heat from the base to the apex of the wedge, penetrate evenly through the plate thickness and maintain at even temperatures. These are the few tactics or points which you can keep in mind while doing such kind of techniques. And friends, this is the little about distortion corrective techniques, and if you like, please like the video. Thank you very much and happy learning.